Well, guys, welcome back to the channel. This video might be a little late because I didn't know how I wanted to approach this video about the finale of Superman and Lois. But sitting on it and watching the episode a couple times, I just decided to make it just a conversation piece about the show and Superman in general, not just necessarily a review, but just a discussion and a farewell to arguably, if not, and I'm not even going to say arguably, I'm going to say a farewell to the absolute best version of Superman we have gotten in any live action form. And that's including Christopher Reeves. And now, Christopher Reeves, those Superman movies were great for the time, but Superman and Lois just elevated the character to a whole nother level. And much respect to all the guys who came before him: Henry Cavill, Christopher Reeves, Tom Welling, which Smallville was a great show for the times, and Brandon Routh. But Tyler Hoechlin, this show was so memorable, and I think this is going to go down in history as one of the best versions of Superman that we have ever gotten. And for a long time, the CW used to be a joke. Now, the Arrowverse, which is I guess what this is themed, the Green Arrow show was okay for a little bit. Supergirl was absolute trash, and some of the other shows, like the CW, was just known for just off the cuff teenage drama TV shows. But over time, they started to implement a lot of the superhero things, and it's very cheesy manner until we get to Superman and Lois. And the nuance and the subtleties of the things that happen in the show are what makes it so damn good. One of the things that I didn't notice, and I couldn't help but notice after the fact, is that once the world figured out, or once the world got a realization that Clark was Superman, anytime he ripped that shirt open and changed into Superman, he kept his wedding ring on. And I noticed that in the next to last episode that the ring stayed on. And the simple things like that is what made this show so damn good. And now I started to think about it. And in the past, we never thought about it. We never looked at it. And now I can't unsee that. And it just shows you the subtle things that they did to the character, did for the show, to let you know that Superman is Clark Kent and the world has accepted who he is, and he doesn't have to hide it anymore. Down to just a simple fact of him taking off his wedding ring. And the finale itself, it wasn't as impactful, meaning the action and the things that led up to the end. It wasn't as impactful at that aspect as some of the other episodes, but this was absolutely the most emotional episode that they have put out. And the show ended the best way that it could. And I'm so glad that it, how can I say this? It brought everything full circle. And this was truly the death of Superman in the best way possible. And I know in my past video, I gave a lot of shit to the actress who plays Lois Lane. And I don't know. It just, somebody made a comment that the chemistry was there, and it's just, maybe I was just missing something. Maybe I was a bit jaded on her character in general, or the actress in general, and maybe that's so. But just looking back at it, they had a really good bond and a really good relationship in the show, and that chemistry just flowed, and it just made every scene so much better. And to see Clark go off the way he did, it's just, it was right. I can just say this show ended right. We didn't get some grandiose sacrifice. We got Clark being a father, Clark being a husband, and Clark getting old. They introduced Crypto, and I thought that was another subtle touch that the show just keeps doing. And it sucks again that we will not be getting any more of this. And I don't know what's gonna happen. James Gunn has a big void and some really big shoes to fill as far as the character of Superman. And to be honest with you guys, I don't know if he can. I don't know if he has what it takes to understand what Superman is as a character. And for a show that was on the CW, that had a minimal budget, and you can tell in some of the CGI shots that, okay, they might be stretching the budget a little thin, has some of the most epic moments that I've ever seen in Superman. One of the scenes that I always go back to is when he saved that Korean submarine. Dude, the music swell, the scene, him lifting that submarine, just everything about that shot was done perfectly. And there's so many more things like that in the show that just hammers home what Superman is. Aside from the fact that it makes it evident that he is always going to be Clark Kent first. This finale was the best thing I could ask for in a version of Superman and a close of the best live action version of Superman we have ever gotten. You can argue with me down in the comment section below. I would definitely like to see and hear what your take is on the best Superman live action that you think, or what's your best Superman. But for me, again and always, it's Tyler Hoechlin and Superman and Lois. If you haven't seen it, definitely go watch it. If you're a fan of Superman, you should have already been watching this. And if you're not a fan of Superman, if you're a fan of just really good comic book characters and really good writing for said character, go watch it. Go watch the show. Enjoy the finale. Just go on this journey and experience the best live action Superman. But that's it, guys. Until next time, my name's Lincoln. This has been an RPG show. Like, comment, sub, and I'm out. Peace.